Crucial battle at the top of the Elite League as the Steelers take on the Panthers, seeking a bit of revenge for a game that got away from them. Last Saturday, Nottingham scored late, then took a shootout win. Sheffield want a result to match the performance tonight. Ivan Bjorklund-Nordstrom is with the Steel Dogs and still no Logan Nielsen, so the Steelers are only icing 19. Nottingham are full strength and unchanged from their big win yesterday over Clan. The largest crowd of the season so far is on hand and hyped for a game that might label the winners as title favourites. There's Alfaro. Loses out on the wall. Balmas, strong pass through. Usula drops it off. The shot comes in. Kick save. Grande got past Usula, who was hoping to get a follow-up onto his tape. Now the Panthers back the other way. Good stick down from Hurd. The Panthers had two in dangerous areas. Alfaro was trying to find Noel. Good instant pass from Alfaro. Steelers just lift a stick. Now they'll skate it out of their own zone. Great intensity to the first 4 minutes of this one. Usula benefits off another turnover. Hurd! He's at it again. The early goal against Manchester last time out, and the early goal against the Panthers. And the celebration is back again for Mitchell Hurd. .411 as the Steelers take the lead. And it was Usula with the intercept, the drop pass, and the snapped finish. Mitchell Hurd's 6th Steelers goal, and everyone wants a part of that celebration. It was the Steelers' Eddie last time out. Salah finishes his hit, and the home crowd appreciates that. Tangle behind the play, but Tate's not worried about that. He's trying to burst through the middle. Swing of the stick from Noel holds the Steelers up momentarily, and the stick save from Grande. Tate's battling for it. Panthers are trying to tie it up. It will be the Panthers who ultimately skate away with it. But got a little loose. Steelers get it back. Diffley. Quick switch forward and Tate's behind. He's got Jasper in support. Jasper! Two for the Steelers in the first period. It's the combination of Tate and Jasper. Quickly forward where Tate can use his speed. A moment to control it. And then the finish beyond Grande. And the Steelers are 2 in front. 8th goal of the season for Evan Jasper. And his 2nd this season against the Panthers. Dowd gets the better of the draw up against Kelsall. Tate again trying to use his speed. Once again Jasper's positioned in front, but Tate ran out of room and took a hard hit in the corner. It's a little slow getting up, but he is back to his skates now. And Jasper will give him the puck. Tate has to settle it down. Jasper inside for Dowd. Back for Tate. Dowd again throws it in front. Jasper couldn't get his stick down to it. Cormier can. Tate again. Panthers collapse back to the net. They don't want it to get to Jasper in front. The Steelers find space on the outside instead. Cormier. Looking for a way to get this through via the deflection. It goes wide. Not sure whether it hit Jasper's stick or a Panther's stick. It changed direction considerably. Wide of that far post. Jasper again. A save made this time. Grande pushing out. Getting a stick onto it. And we're going to get our first penalty. And Aaron Fox is furious. It's an interference call. And having not had the call on Tate in the offensive zone a few moments ago, Fox is livid with this one. 2 minutes interference on Jack Doherty. The first power play of the game is coming for the Panthers. Zek Switches the play to the far side. Final few seconds of Panthers power play. Trying to get it across. The shot from Marcineau is dealt with by Greenfield to huge cheers from the home supporters. Angles spot on from the Steelers' number one. I think got a big chest for Marcineau to shoot at. Scored 9 goals this season, but yet to get one on the power play. Deflected and in as the power play ends. It's the touch from Pearson that gets the Panthers on the board. Seconds after the Steelers get back to even strength, Pearson with the touch from in front of Greenfield. And he's asking for a high stick. The Panthers are off and celebrating. Pearson's 10th of the season. It will be an even strength goal. Steelers happy to take their time. As much of the clock that they can get ticked off, the better for them. It's the Panthers who need to move quickly. They've left it late a few times this season. Think about their progression in the Challenge Cup. Think about the last game between these two teams. They don't want to leave it quite that late, but they know that if they have to go 6-on-5, they've got the job done before, and they can do it again. Into the final 5 minutes. Grande taking a chance, and again, Usula is right there. Zek drops it off for Marcineau. Back towards Pearson, and it's gone in! It hit a stealer and went in! The Panthers have got a leveller. 4.5 to go. And the puck has somehow found its way behind Greenfield. It's Pearson with the pass, and it looks like it's in off Diffley. It's a strange goal. Panthers will not care. Off the skates and into the net for the equalizer. Pearson will get the credit for it, I think. Have we got an overtime hero out there on the ice? Chase is now on down the ice. Fossier battling with Tanzi. Tanzi uses his body to good effect. Needs a little bit of help, and he gets it. Dowd trying to get down the right wing side. Dowd protects the puck. Dowd has created an opportunity here. Saved, rebound is in for the winner! The Steelers get the job done in overtime and are winners against the Panthers. 9,000 in orange will go home happy tonight. A finish from Stephen Harper. After initially good work from Tanzi and then Dowd to get the play set up in the offensive zone. It's a good point for the Panthers to get from 2-0 down, but it's the extra point that will stay in Sheffield. Stephen Harper's 9th goal of the season and his 4th against the Panthers. The Steelers' man of the match is the overtime game-winning goal scorer, Stephen Harper. With the finish past Jason Grande. He will get the beer, and he will get to do the Eddie. We'll have a quick chat and plan things out. The largest crowd anywhere in the Elite League this season of 9,108. Most of them still here for the Stephen Harper Eddy. He wants a little bit of support here. And I think it's time for some duck, duck, goose. And the chase is on. And Harper will not be caught by Jack Doherty. And the Panthers couldn't catch up to him in overtime. Stephen Harper's 9th goal of the season is one that will live long in the memory. Another overtime win for the Steelers against the Panthers. Another Steelers-Panthers game that doesn't disappoint.
Yeah, another really good 16 minutes of hockey tonight. I thought both teams played very, very well. You know, you had to earn everything you got tonight. I thought defensively we were outstanding in the second and third. I think we gave up 4 shots in the third and overtime. Even though we gave one back up tonight, you watch that clip back. They make a play through a couple sticks. They throw one back through the net where we've got 4 orange inside and just goes off of us and into our own net there. But you talk about coming back hard into the slot area, and we do a good job of that, just get a little bit unlucky. Obviously, I thought Tansey makes an unbelievable solo effort there, chasing Fossier down and then winning a battle. Doughty makes a play with another battle at the blue line there with 2 Nottingham players, and he finds Tansey coming downhill. Harps gets to the hard areas and ends that one. So great to get the second point tonight. We've seen this team twice now in the last week. Both games could have gone either way. It's some good hockey right now for both teams.
The two teams are very close to the top of the table. We'd expect that's probably still going to be the case for quite a while. So how much frustration is there that the Panthers got 1 point from tonight rather than none?
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it would have been nice to close that game out and get the job done with 2 points and leave them with none. But again, with the overall way we played tonight, there's a lot to be proud of. There's a lot of positives, especially from the defensive side of the game. I felt like we had opportunities to find the back of the net, a couple there where I don't think Grand sees anything because we get to the net and it's almost like he's looking for it and ends up hitting them. So we'll take the positive out of that game tonight. We know that there's a lot of hockey left to be played. There's going to be some ups and downs from both sides, I'm sure. But the process for us right now is there's been a nice stretch of play here at home. We had a loss to them and bounced back with two big wins, and now we can't be any letdown for us tomorrow. Coventry's always been a hard place for us to go play, and we got to get ourselves ready to pull up the bootstraps and grind out another one.
It was a game that sort of changed tempo as it went on. It was a sort of fast and frantic first period with 26 shots on goal combined from the two teams, but seemed to get a little bit more clogged up in the second period and scoring chances were harder to come by. What changed during the game?
Well, I just think the responsibility of the players once, we got a lead there, you want to make sure you don't give anything up off the rush and in transition. They're always a very good, sound defensive team. Like I said, I felt like we created more offense and probably had the better of play for the majority of the night tonight, maybe other than early in the first period. I think we gave up 15 shots in the first and only 10 the rest of the game. So, we made it hard for them. We made them earn their chances tonight. We didn't turn a lot of pucks over in those difficult areas where, it's a bit of our Achilles heel at times. So we managed the game really, really well. And then I just thought our compete and effort defensively was sound tonight.
Felt like one of the best games since his return from injury for Mikko Jusula as well. An assist on the first goal and probably one of his better all-round 60s.
Yeah, I thought Mikko was probably our best player against Manch. He's found that jam in his game, and he's on every puck, and he's such a great skater. And when he's feeling good about his game, you can tell he's a premium player in this league, and it's good to have him going again right now.
And Stephen Harper gets the game-winning goal from where he gets all his goals.
Yeah, The guy makes a living around the net. Big power forward. He's been really good as well. I think if there was any disappointment, I guess, in our game tonight was maybe the special teams, or power play, not the penalty kill, obviously. Power play didn't get any great looks, on both those. They were really good up ice pressure, and we just couldn't find clean entries and didn't make them pay there. But again, I'm nitpicking a little bit right now, and you're looking for positives everywhere, but like I said, happy with the 2 points, and I was just proud of how hard we competed tonight.
Coach, your immediate thoughts on getting a point tonight?
I think we're probably happy with the point. I think for the most part, an even game. I think maybe second and third period we didn't generate as much as we did in the first period. And credit to Sheffield, they defend well. I think at times we just forced things a little bit too much. We didn't turn them over enough times and allowed them to outnumber us too many times and win the puck back. So, but you know what? A little bit of a lucky bounce there on the second one to tie the game. But you know, I don't think our compete dropped. Just probably the best way to describe it, I just thought we were a bit scrappier tonight for 60 minutes than we were last night.
Is that an effect of having played last night against a Steelers team that had a night off?
Quite possibly, but this league don't care if you're tired, right? So, like I said, it was a great performance and result last night. Came into a tough building against a very good hockey team. Got a point. Would have liked to, but ultimately we'll take the 3 out of 4.
But there's credit to your team defensively for keeping that game close and giving yourself a chance to tie it up late on.
Yeah, we defend well, right? We always defend well, and maybe there was a little bit of fatigue defensively there, and I think in the third period there they had a couple shifts there where they were heavy, and we struggled to get it out, but we bent a little bit and managed to get through it and find that equalizer. So that's important. And what I said to the guys was we scraped a point out of a tough building against a very good team when we weren't necessarily at our best. So fair play to the guys.
And it's another game when your team has come from behind. There's a real spirit in the Panthers side right now.
Yeah, I think so. We talk about it all the time. We got enough depth there in scoring right through our lines to our back end that we can get ourselves back in the game. So they're up 2-0. I thought we were playing okay, but again, you make a couple mistakes. They're so good. They make you pay, and they certainly did.